There are so many developers out there who are afraid to speak their minds because they do not want to be blacklisted from the mainstream industry. But that is not the case with the No Rest for the Wicked CEO because he recently schooled Alyssa Mercante on how making video games works after she attacked him. But now we have even more devs coming out applauding him and also still roasting Alyssa. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it's obvious I do not like video game journos. I do not trust them because half the time they seem to be paid off, and most of the time they do not generally align with what customers say about video games. They have the wildest opinions. They try to bait us into reading their articles by using hate. And of course, Alyssa Mercante is no stranger to internet drama. She constantly tries to insert herself in the culture war and discussions about video games. But of course, recently we had the No Rest for the Wicked CEO Thomas Mahler teaching Kotaku senior editor how making video games works after she attacked him as a dickhead. So it's honestly a pretty simple situation. There was an individual who came out and made this mega thread about how toxic gamers are and about the culture war. And they were attempting to defend the video game industry's embrace of woke ideology. And they did use a picture of Ori and alluded to working on this game. And Thomas simply came out and said, I'm the director behind both Ori games, and I don't know who you are and how you were affiliated with Ori. He clearly was trying to do a little bit of damage control, right? Because there are so many gamers now who are paying attention to discussions on social media and the way that community managers, developers, writers are acting, and we will accordingly support or not support your product. If you tell us you hate our guts, we're not going to monetarily support you. But he simply had tried to clear up some confusion, like, hey, why are you saying you worked on this game? I don't know who you are. And Alyssa decided to call him a dickhead because she thinks he should have, talked to this individual privately. And he absolutely schooled her. He roasted her with this extremely long post saying, I don't even know who you are, but apparently you're a journalist from Kotaku. So I'm guessing you haven't worked in actual video game development yet. Super hilarious. But now we have the Odd Tales founder applauding Moon Studio CEO's instruction to Kotaku's senior editor. Tim had decided to make a tweet saying, perfect reply from the legendary co-founder of Moon Studios to the worst kind of journalist. Compared to music or cinema, game journalism tends to be extremely hostile towards its creators, stemming from a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature of the creative process. And I also will add, game journalism tends to also be extremely hostile towards their audience, the people they need to read their articles and listen to their opinions. These people in the mainstream media hate our guts. They do not like us, yet they still expect us to show up and support them, which is hilarious and not going to happen. But Kotaku right now is clearly under siege when you have legendary creators, you have studio co-founders, you have all of these individuals coming out and criticizing what Alyssa has said and the way that she has acted so unprofessionally. It does reflect back on Kotaku. Now, of course, there are so many people at Kotaku who really do not care. They believe in the Alyssas. They will defend her tooth and nail. They will just call us racist, sexist bigots for criticizing their employees, the work that they've done. They are not actively trying to listen to creators or consumers, but it's hilarious because I would not shed a tear if Kotaku disappeared tomorrow. They do not align with what gamers think. They constantly attack us. They were supposed to be going back to writing game guides, and that didn't happen because these people are so lazy and they clearly do not play video games. And to top all of that off, you have people like Alyssa coming out and going on social media and starting drama. That is not a good look. It's not like she is defending herself because like someone made a post about her and she simply made like a basic response like, "Oh, hey, this is a lie or that's a lie." She's not doing that. She's not like trying to defend herself. She's just trying to stir the pot because she lives for the drama. She lives for the attention. And yeah, sure, I'm technically giving her attention in this video, but if we do not call out game quote journos like this and we do not call out their disgusting behavior, they're only going to continue to do it. And then if you think, oh, hey, I haven't heard anything about Kotaku in 6 months, and then you go to Kotaku's webpage, you're giving them that click. But now you don't have to because we are here discussing her and her terrible actions on this channel. And because these two creators came out and spoke against the mainstream media and games journalism, they are receiving a ton of support on social media right now. Like, here's Tim's post. There are people saying things like, it's crazy he has to explain something so obvious. The day Kotaku finally dies will be a good day. And I have to agree, I do not like Kotaku. I do not care about Kotaku. And yes, sure, I don't think that they're going away anytime soon just because they have cut down their team so much that it's just a small group of people at this point who are sitting in their echo chamber, and they're clearly still getting some clicks, but as time goes on, they are losing any sort of influence they had because they are the laughing stock of the video game industry. Kotaku, The Gamer, Polygon, none of us take them seriously anymore. And when you have journos working for you, grasping at relevancy, going on social media and calling people dickheads, it's not going to go over very positively for your career. And Alyssa right now is issuing cease and desists to creators saying, oh, you're defaming me and you're basically just saying lies about me and you've been a little bit mean to me on the internet. But does she really think that this is going to go over positively for her if they turn into lawsuits? Like, she's going around proving that she is extremely unprofessional. I don't think that I would be doing that if I was going into lawsuits, but hey, she can do what she wants and she's going to epically lose. People are also saying things like, I don't know where he found the patience to write that impressive. She really is genuinely one of the very worst in the industry today. It's amazing people like that even have a job. It's disgraceful. Fair play from Thomas, but despite his spectacular accomplishments, this will just turn into another hit piece on him, which is true. There have been several hit pieces over the years, several accusations levied towards him and Moon Game Studios, but they're just accusations, so you have to take them with a grain of salt. And of course, I do think that Alyssa is going to write some mega hit piece now on Thomas, on Tim. I think that this is going to blow up just because it's getting so much attention, but I will be keeping my eye on this to see if she decides to make another statement besides I hate gamers, because she does that every day that ends in Y. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.